Interface initiated.
Armstrong's PR people have leaked his location. That's a long walk. Okay, so the escort is... ooh, hold on. Okay, the escort is over here. Right. And the assassination target is way in the back. Now comes another really big thing of BattleTech. Where do you want to engage from? If I can get to this high ground, that would be nice. But the problem is, I have no tree line. And being within trees gives you 25%. Is it 25%? Am I doing this wrong? Yeah, gives you... I think it's 25. I can't think right now. Yeah, 25% reduced damage from the front and the sides. So it's kind of like half bulwark, half bracing. No trees here, so I'd rather engage from over this direction, or this direction. Kind of this half moon is a good side. Alternatively, if I moved all the way to the left, and then managed to get over this ridge and engage from over here, that could work, I guess. But I'd much rather go in from this side. So that's what we're going to be doing first. We're going to get our guys. There they are. And we're going to move straight to the right.
I understand. Moving to position. Acknowledge.
We're still kind of far out at this point, so I'm not really worried about where I'm putting them exactly. We're just moving it forward.
We've got an unknown on sensor.
And yet, there we have a vehicle. Now, fortunately for me, oh, there's a light mech. 35 tons, so this is either Panther, long-range PPC, a Jenna, lots of medium range, medium lasers, yeah. Or it's a fire starter, like I've got over here, which kind of needs to get in close to be at its full effect. I could move within range to this vehicle, but I don't need to. He's probably not going to get within my range. He's going to move in phase 2, and this is where we're going to start reserving.
Holding for tactical advantage.
I want him to move forward. 20 tons, that's a locust. Nothing to worry about that. Okay. Apparently there's nothing in there. Oh no, there is actually something in their medium range. In their phase 3 movement. This thing is now going to move forward. A striker, so we're going to get some LRMs if we don't take it out. Another one probably, another 35. Okay, so now unless they have a super heavy tank or an assault mech, which I don't think they have either of, we're just going to move everyone now into a good position. Now the Kintaro, I can definitely move the Kintaro forward. The only downside to doing that is if I start firing everything with this thing, I'm going to be generating a lot of heat. Now I could go in from this side, which would give me uninterrupted fire to this guy, and a clear line of fire to this guy as well. He's braced though, I know that for a fact, because that's just what the AI does. If they can't get the shot off, and they're outside of your visual range, they're just going to sit there and bunker. So I would like to go for this guy. Now I'd rather though go in from this angle, because these two will not be able to fire on me directly. Obviously, if they move forward quite a bit, that can change. But yeah, I prefer this angle of approach. Sadly though, no forests in the immediate surrounding. Really good hit percentages though. Well, because heat is a thing, we're gonna look at what we actually need. Firing at vehicles usually gives you massive spread, so you need to do way more damage than you actually want to be doing. So what we're going to be doing, actually this SRM gives me 90%, whereas this one gives me 85%. We're going to be using 2 medium lasers. if one hits, actually I only need the one apparently. 25 or more is enough. Okay, one medium laser would be enough, but I'm going to use 2 in case I miss. Heat is not going to increase, so this is perfectly alright. And that's one down.
Reporting one less vehicle. They will be done.
Now we could have Guts move in somewhere over here and do, which I am actually going to do. I'm going to do some sensor locking.
I'm walking here.
Because I kind of want to know what that 35-ton mech is. Whether or not that is indeed a Panther and it can engage from long range, or if it needs to come in closer. It is a Panther. He's still braced though, but he lost his evasion. Now there's no way I'm going to get him within a visual range. No, nor in a direct line of fire. I'm going to sprint, which is a bit riskier than moving forward and bracing. So if this were you should probably move forward and brace rather than sprint forward.
Hey.
You're in the Wolverine. You've got jump jets, which we are actually going to use. Now this is actually a good little note. If you move over here, let's zoom in a little bit. If you move over here, you'll get 2 ticks of evasion. If you jump over there, you'll get 3. But I can actually jump further than that. So I'll get 4 ticks of evasion. If I move them over here though, chances are they're just going to stay over there and start firing at me and not moving closer, which means my hunchback will not be able to get in there. So I'd rather not get a direct line of fire. Or not line of sight at least. That little eyeball, by the way, this little eyeball indicates that he can see me if I move over here. So if I move over here, he can still see me. If I move over here, he can still see me. If I move over here, he will not be able to see me. And because I sensor locked the Panther, I can actually see him. But it would be a bit of a waste to actually fire at him because I will only be doing half of this damage. So instead, we're going to play it safe and brace. And he missed. I'm going to do the same again, reserve. Because none of my mechs are in any danger. At least I don't think they are. Sure, they will get fired upon, but that's minor. Especially if they start hitting the guy who's actually braced. They've got something with an LRM-5 on the field, which may actually be this guy back here. Now this vehicle's over here. He could move up here and fire a shot into my Kintaro, which I'm perfectly fine with. Let's see if he does actually do that. Oh, more LRMs. That's probably another striker. Okay, let's have a look at our options.
Awaiting orders.
I cannot get him within visual range of this striker over here. I could do some punching, which I really shouldn't be doing because heat is not an issue and I can do way more damage when I actually fire into things. I can reach him with my LRMs. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. Ah, that's another target within range. Let's have a quick look at that. Unknown mech, we do not know the tonnage. Okay. I could fire everything into this Locust, or I could fire my LRMs into this Panther, or I could spread it out. Which, even though I'm going to be running really hot, is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Half my heat is going to go up again, well, to the threshold. Hit percentages are pretty terrible because this guy has got such high evasion. He's got no evasion, by the way.
Yes, Commander.
Not nearly enough. I could move you in. I think I will actually move you in and punch him to get rid of the rest of the evasion. 85% hit 70 hit for 70 damage.
Yeah.
Or I could just kill him outright because of big fists. Oh yes, you did get it.
Commander.
We can only move your medium lasers within range, or I can jump you into the forest, which will give me cover if he starts returning fire. And because I'm jumping pretty far, I'm getting a lot of evasion for myself as well. And now here comes another big thing. This thing comes equipped with an SRM-4 and a PPC. PPC does way more damage, and it's actually located on this arm. So what we're going to try to do is focus on that arm.
Got it, Commander.
And we've taken it right off.
Take that.
You still cannot move within range that you can actually fire at this thing. I could have fired earlier at the Locust, but kind of blew that. I could sprint forward, but this time I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to move forward slowly and brace over there. That's actually a light mech. 20-ton Locust with LRMs. Okay.
Damage looks light, Commander.
I could knock off this torso, get his SRM ammo, and then he won't be able to fire his SRM-4. But I would rather just go and see if I can finish him off. We are going to punch him. Go in from the side. Machine guns, flamers, and 45 damage for the punch, assuming it's all gonna hit.
Moving to position. Are there none who can stand before me?
Now, usually I would consider firing my flame at someone who's not running very hot to be wasteful. But I kind of want to kill that thing, so we're firing it anyway. But these enemies look kind of squishy at the first mission after the prison. I think it's hard to deal with a quick draw. Well, we may still be running into something heavier here. I mean, look, it's probably a medium from the looks of it, seeing as it's in phase 3. This one is in phase 2.
You have orders?
A major thing, let's actually move within range first, because this is a whole lot easier if you can actually visualize it. I would like to see those two, but we're not going to be able to see them right now. We're going to take this guy out real quick with one medium laser. I'm going to fire 2 medium lasers just for the heck of it, in case one misses. Okay, that's that.
That's a kill.
I'm going to rush you forward because we're only fighting a single Locust here. He's still too far back.
What now?
I'm your spaniel. Roger that.
I'm just going to fire a single laser here to get rid of a little bit of that invasion. We actually hit, okay. 40, okay, that's probably Cicada. Which would actually make this a terrible example, because the Cicada comes with a PPC and 2 machine guns, I think. I'm gonna move in and punch you. You actually have full armor. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I still want to get rid of that.
I'm here.
Of that evasion.
I'll try.
Okay, let's take the Hunchback as an example. I mean, it's not a quick draw, and it's not a Thunderbolt, but it will get my point across. The Hunchback comes with an AC 20, which does 100 damage. It comes with 2 medium lasers, which both do 25 damage, and it comes with a small laser, which does 20, I think it is. Let's double check that. I think it's 20. Yeah, 20 damage. Okay, there it is. It was already there. Okay, I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter. But the thing is that AC 20 has very limited range. Now, obviously, at the start of the game, if you're getting used to everything, you're not going to be knowing exactly, oh, that's a trebuchet, oh, that has a lot of LRMs, I need to get close in order to get past those LRMs, or, oh, that is a Hunchback, it has an AC 20, so I want to keep back and start firing at it, and not want it to get any closer than, well, any closer at all, because it's going to blow me to smithereens. And not every mech works like that, because, for instance, the Cicada that's just around this corner has a PPC, and a PPC is a very broad spectrum, broad range weapon. I mean, it can get really close before it actually starts losing efficiency. I mean, if you get right in its face, it's not going to be able to fire at you and hit you consistently. But the problem with the Cicada then is it is very mobile, so it's just going to move away and fire again. But that catapult I had in my previous matchup comes with 2 PPCs, is not very mobile, has no jump jets, so if I were to get in that space, it's going to have a really hard time returning fire. I mean, it still has, the silenced loadout still has a couple of medium lasers, but you're taking away a lot of its punch. And that's a really big thing in BattleTech. You need to look at what you're facing, and then you need to realize, oh, hold on, we're fighting a Jaeger mech, and a Jaeger mech has a lot of direct fire damage. It's got good range. It's got really good range, actually, but it's really squishy on the sides. So if I get in and flank it and start hitting it from the sides, we're going to take off half of its firepower, and then suddenly that very scary Jaeger mech is not going to be so scary anymore. What I do not want to be doing is moving back right in its and be still in front of it and just start hitting it from the center. That's definitely not something I want, because that's exactly where the Jaeger mech is just going to laugh at me and start returning fire, and I'm going to melt. So that's a really big thing. I don't have a Thunderbolt, but I think I have a quick draw, which I rebuilt into something. Oh no, I actually put it in storage. But the quick draw is, I think it has a large laser and a couple of medium lasers, just from the top of my head. That's a scary mixture, but if you can get it from maximum range, or you can actually focus down the arm where most of its lasers are, or even most of its heat sinks, although I'd rather go for the lasers than for the heat sinks, then you're gonna be taking away a lot of its firepower. Meanwhile, I'm gonna destroy this little dude. Because I've got AC 20, I'm now right in its face, just about. It's still only 75% because this Locust has 2 ticks of evasion. But it hits, and it kills it.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And that's right there is the downside of evasion. I mean, it makes you harder to hit, But when you get hit, those shots are still going to be doing as much damage as they were going to be doing anyway.
Reporting.
He was in the forest though, so he was getting a little bit less damage than usual. What am I looking at here? The Kintaro. You know what? Seeing as that Hunchback is kind of in the way, yeah, we'll go in for this side.
Yes, Commander.
And if you are fighting an overwhelming force, don't feel bad about moving back a little bit or moving back a lot and finding a better place to engage them from. Wait, you've got lasers? You have lasers. You're not the PPC, Kintaro. Kintaro Shikata. Yes, that was really great. You only have one tick of evasion going for you though, which is a mistake because you're in a medium mech that's extremely mobile, and you just made my job a whole lot easier. Am I gonna fire everything? So yeah, it's got the advantage of cover, 25% damage reduction. I do have breaching shot. I could actually just drop my medium lasers and my small laser and just fire the AC, but we're gonna fire everything.
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire. Target damaged.
All right, you're the big boss, aren't you? You're gonna run away now, or try to. We're gonna move you in next.
No.
Don't oh no me.
There. Okay.
And if things get especially hairy, then just withdraw. I mean, the option is there at all times. Rather than losing a mech, I mean, really losing a mech, really getting it destroyed, withdraw. Or even if one of your ace pilots is in danger of getting killed, eject. The option is right here. Sure, he won't be taking part of the battle anymore. Maybe the rest of you guys can finish the opposition off. Then that's great. And your mech pilot that was in danger of getting killed is safe and sound. He's still going to be in the infirmary for a while from previous wounds, but hey, he'll live.
Okay.
And especially the eject option, I keep forgetting about that.
What's the plan?
Because it's one of those things that I don't usually use, and because I don't usually use it, I tend to forget about it. Which is a damn waste. We're gonna jump you in again. Oh, I could actually do a death from above here. I'm not gonna. 40, we're gonna be doing... Yeah, no, I'm gonna end up with leg damage. We're not gonna do that. Do I want to focus on your left side? I think I do. So rather than taking it down right away and going for the center torso from the other angle, I'm going to try and take this torso off, or maybe its leg, or maybe both, and knock it down on its ass, and maybe get some extra salvage going. No, he's still in one piece. That's not what I wanted. Oh, down to 1 point.
Yes, Commander.
I think I'll actually use my LRMs here. Oh, I actually have a direct line of fire. I didn't expect that. Interesting. We'll check the 2 skull after that. Maybe that has a couple of heavies. It could have a heavy or 2. Like I said, difficulty is all over the place at sometimes. We're gonna do a precision strike. We're gonna try and hit the leg with 2 lasers. Are we taking off the... Yes. So we took out the left torso, which is a wound. We're knocking it down, which is a wound. We already took out the other side, which is a wound.
The target is retreating, Commander. Eliminate it before it escapes.
It's fine. It's got 1 leg, Oliveira. Stop making a big deal out of something that clearly isn't. I think we're just going to destroy it now, though. Because this guy apparently has more wounds, and I don't really have the... I don't really have the weapon loadout that I need to knock him down without destroying him. I mean, I could get lucky. I'm definitely going to try for that headshot. I wonder, if I hit him with an AC-20 in the head, is the rest of the damage going to transfer to the CT? 2%. We're probably not going to find out. Nope.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
But yeah, that was a really simple mission. I'll have to agree on that. Oh, that was actually the other Cicada. Alright, we'll take that. And we could finish a Locust. Are there any special weapons in here? Nope. So, yeah, we'll take this bit and we'll take the Panther, I think. And we got all the mech parts.